A ton of credit to Vermont. They're so well coached. They understand their roles. They play really hard. They're a really smart basketball team. They can shoot the three. They present a lot of problems in preparation. But I thought our guys, to a man, stepped up big time with JD, getting into foul trouble in the first half. Devo Davis stepped up huge, saved us. With his ability to score and also run our offense tonight, and Stan was phenomenal. We probably could have run some more plays for him, but Stan came up huge tonight on a stage that it was his first time being on it. So really proud of Stan and what he did, and obviously we had confidence in the second half that JD would put together a really good second half offensively, which he did, and obviously Devo, the bigger the stage, the bigger the performance.
Mike Harrington, Buffalo News. Eric, players get ready to play, and they're a little Teflon to things. As a coach, how nervous did New Mexico State and Richmond make you that it just happened in this building? And then secondly, where'd you get the sneakers?
I've been wearing a different theme sneaker all season long. One of our staff members' mother-in-law has done probably 80%, but then a school teacher brought me a pair that he painted one day. A couple different students on campus have painted some shoes. What was the first?
How nervous were you about Richmond and New Mexico State?
I kind of know what's going to happen. I mean, we all do. We all know that there's going to be upset. So watching that, watching those games earlier today didn't really affect, my mentality at all. As a matter of fact, I, used in part of our pregame just talking about how much respect we had to have for Vermont and how every possession was going to, matter. But so I don't think that necessarily that, nerves or angst or anything like that needs to come into play. I mean, we pride ourselves on rebounding. We pride ourselves on defending people. And I, tell the guys the last 3 days that, like, defending and rebounding, your nerves are never going to affect those two things. But, obviously when you're a higher seed, especially I think in the first game, there is an added element to it for sure. And then I think once you get that first game, now it is just playing. Last year, it was Oral Roberts that we had to play as a it progressed. They were a lower seeded team, but we didn't feel that pressure like we did in game one against Colgate. Just like tonight, I think there is a little bit of extra, just getting the first win. It's the hardest one to get, in my opinion.
All right, over here.
Coach, we've mentioned Stanley Amude playing in his first NCAA tournament. Just curious what you had seen from him this week in the build-up, and if you had a sense that he was maybe due to have a big game like he did tonight.
Yeah, it was interesting before the game. I mean, he was pretty kind of non-emotional, laser focused. I mean, we got here, early because the tip time kind of kept getting moved back, and we just have one locker room, so I would kind of pop in out, from the hallway, and a couple guys had their phones just because, we don't collect the phones until, 90 minutes before tip-off. He wasn't one that had the phone. I mean, he was staring right at the video screen as we had Vermont film rolling. So I didn't, but to sit here and say that I had some feeling that he was going to have a great, I really didn't know because it was his first tournament. I did go to bed last night thinking that Devo and JD and Jay Will would have a huge impact on this game.
No problem. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Eric, free throws, getting to the lines have been a big MO for you guys. You hit it 8 out of 10 to close it out. How big was that? Just the clutch free throw shooting you guys showed?
Huge. I mean, I think I've mentioned it to you guys. We do a drill at the end of every practice called perfect free throw, and it's it's time consuming. But last year when J.D. Notte told me he's more nervous doing perfect free throw drill than he is in a game with the game on the line, I know it does put pressure on our guys, and clutch free throw shooting has been very big for us all year. I mean, I feel like we've done a great job at the free throw line.
In the back.
Coach Musselman, you muscled your way through this round one. Were there any other players that weren't on the podium that you felt played exceptional, that fulfilled their roles? Speak on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that DC did a phenomenal job defensively. I mean, he's always assigned, to the offensive player that we feel his length can bother. And I think every game there's always little things that happen. I thought Trey Wade did a really good job defensively, although it might not show up on the box score. And even Chris Likes, I mean, we put him in at the end of the first half, and his 2 free throws, I thought that gave us a little bit extra cushion instead of going in 5 to go up 7. So I think everybody that, that played for us tonight, in some way, contributed.
Up front.
Yeah, Eric, last night, why exactly were you confident that Devo was going to have a big game tonight?
I mean, look, Devo, Jay, Will, and JD. I mean, it's really hard to go to an Elite Eight, and even that, as I look back at that Baylor game, I mean, and we talked about it earlier today amongst our staff. I mean, we played Baylor better than anybody, and those 3 guys, 2 of them as freshmen. I felt like that they've grown, and so has JD, and so we need those guys to play well in this environment. And JD was able to regroup at halftime, and I whispered to him, like, I'm still going to run plays for you, like, you can't hide, man, like, I'm going to you, and we're going to sink or swim with kind of your performance in this last 20 minutes. And I thought he started attacking the rim a lot more.
Eric, Ryan Davis didn't have a field goal attempt in the last 13 minutes. What changed there for you defensively?
Say that again?
Ryan Davis did not have a field goal attempt in the last 13 minutes. What changed there defensively?
Yeah,
for
we
you?
changed our pick and roll coverage. I thought that they were picking us apart. We tried, in the first half to switch up our coverage every time out so that they couldn't have a steady diet. And what we ended up going to was switching 1 through 5, and even switch some of their dribble handoff actions, which was our plan C. We normally don't get even to a plan B. Unfortunately for the game coming up on Saturday, we will not have a plan A, B, and C because we won't have enough time with our preparation, but we were able to have 3 different coverages that we were able to work on. And we went to our last resort, and I thought it affected them a little bit.
Coach, before the game, you guys went to Niagara Falls. You were seen wearing a lot of Bills and Bandits gear, posting on social media. Just, I guess, talk about embracing, the environment here and really embracing the city of Buffalo. Yeah,
I mean, I went for maybe an hour and 40-minute walk today. I was really happy that it was sunny, and I could wear shorts. I went with like 5 of the staff today. We've had 2 incredible meals. I had no idea the food was this good. I don't know if we just got lucky with the 2 restaurants we went to. But I mean, that's part of this thing is like, what are we going to do? Keep the guys in the hotel? And I mean, we did that last year for, it seemed like an eternity in the bubble. Like, we're the anti-bubble team right now. Like, we're going to get out. We're not going to have all our meals in the hotel. We're going to go to restaurants. We're going to experience different things. So like I said, it's the anti-bubble philosophy this year.
Up front here. Let's go.
I do need a Bills Mafia hoodie. I got to go try to find one of those in the morning.
Hey, Eric, this is the first time Arkansas has won their first game an NCAA Tournament game back-to-back years since the late 90s. I mean, how significant is that to you? And then also, I can't help but notice you're icing your shoulder down. I hope you didn't dislocate it, during the game or something. How's the shoulder?
Shoulder wasn't good today, even before the game. It's heat, not ice, Bob. But that's really irrelevant. What was the first part?
Significance of winning back to first round.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, when we saw our name on Sunday in the tournament, we came here to win. So I don't know, the significant. I mean, we expected to win the game. We expected it to be a hard-fought game. We'll go into that same mentality Saturday. I mean, fear nobody, respect everybody. New Mexico State's a really confident team. We're going to regroup. They got a little bit of head start on preparation by a few hours. A little more, I shouldn't say preparation, a little more rest. So we just got to wait to see what time we play on Saturday, and it'll be a 40-minute game that'll be entertaining, and like I said, New Mexico State's a great team, but we came here to win, Bob. So it's not like we didn't celebrate tonight in the locker room like maybe we have in the past. I think we felt like we should win tonight.
Go, John.
Eric, John Worrell with the Associated Press. Sorry, I just got here. I'm not sure if you were asked the significance of how the team overcame Note's struggles or in the first half, and how cold he was, and the fact it took him a little while to get going, but you guys kept maintaining your composure in the lead.
Yeah, I thought Devontae Davis really stepped up for us offensively. He became really aggressive at that point guard position. Sometimes I play him at the 2 and the 3, and felt like tonight, matchup-wise, defensively and offensively. I mean, JD, this happens a lot. So it's kind of like, all right, and I'm a coach that just won't play players with 2 fouls in the first half. I just believe the last 10 minutes of the game are so important that I want to have my best players available. But JD was, I don't know if you were here when I said it. I mean, I told him at halftime, my man, I'm going to you. We're running all the sets for you, and we hadn't run the first maybe 31 minutes of the game. We hadn't run our fist out 23 dive red, and we went to it and milked it, and he and Stan just got great look after great look. And sometimes you want to hold a set based on matchups and stuff until the latter part of the game. And I couldn't run the play anyhow because JD was sitting next to me.
It's that time of year as college basketball takes center stage with the tournament finally upon us. If you're looking to wager this year, BetOnline is the #1 spot for all your updated odds and info, along with great contests, including the bracket contest, where you can have a chance to take home the top prize. Head over to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE to get started. That's BLEAV. BetOnline is your continued source for all your sports wagering needs, including live betting and your favorite Vegas casino games. BetOnline, where the game starts.